My name is Rena Washington, and we're from the Charleston area. We say the Charleston area because nobody knows where Montgomery is.
I do.
So I have had a phenomenal experience with the Cherish products. I've used it twice. And so I can definitely say the testimonials that we have heard are true and awesome. My cycle time, actually we don't even call it cycle time anymore. We call it it's Cherish time.
Yeah.
We get excited now because we don't have to go through everything that we were going through previously, but my cycle has been cut from sometimes 7 days to 4 days. I don't use as many as, and I'm so used to, I'm an avid person when it comes down to this time of the month because, you know, you don't want to have an odor, you don't want to have that feeling, and I don't use tampons either. So my thing was, I kept checking, and I was like, I'm still good. And so I only had to really change it. This is on my heavy day about 3 times. And so that was phenomenal for me. Also, one of the main things that was important to me was how I felt afterwards. Because sometimes, you know, after you have your cycle, you still have a feeling of like a little bit of an irritation or something like that. Afterwards, I'm good to go. I don't have any irritation. There's nothing wrong. And my husband's like, that's great too. So it's just been phenomenal for me. I get excited now about.
Standing up out of nowhere in class, and we have on khaki pants, and they can see us, and everybody's like, oh my God, she has a spot on the back of her pants. We fear that. I think that's every young girl's fear.
Well, I continue with my life normally, but I prefer to stay in home. I don't like to hang out with my friend because I don't feel comfortable.
And I was so embarrassed, so my sister took her coat off and I wrapped it around me.
And I just remember having to go into the bathroom being so humiliated because there was blood spots on my dress, blood spots on my pants.
We would have to do a lot of sports at school, and there was always that self-consciousness of, oh my God, am I going to have an accident?
No había seguridad de que se te pasara la ropa. No había seguridad de la higiene.
And being a cheerleader and being in such a strenuous sport and flipping and tumbling and jumping up and down, it's really uncomfortable, really uncomfortable.
I never want any other woman to have to experience that, any other young girl to have to experience that.
Women around the world use sanitary napkins and tampons every day, knowing little to nothing about the harmful and potentially dangerous materials used to manufacture them. Because of this, millions of women are forced to suffer in silence. In the United States, the Food and Drug Administration does not require companies to list the ingredients contained in sanitary napkins and tampons. Yet the average woman uses more than 15,000 sanitary napkins or uses tampons for more than 100,000 hours over her lifetime.
You really don't know what's in it. I mean, I don't think any of us really know, especially, you know, some of the new pads that maybe have a spongy type texture that's supposed to hold more. Well, what exactly is that? What's that made out of? We don't know. So then there's questions of how does that affect our health? You know, with things coming out that, you know, baby powder and talc are dangerous and cause ovarian cancer, what other things are we exposing our very sensitive areas to that could end up being a problem later on?
Internationally, it's even worse. A recent report from UNICEF and the World Health Organization cites that at least 500 million girls and women globally lack adequate facilities for managing their periods. In most schools, girls have to trek to the nurse's office to ask for a pad or tampon, as if menstruating is an illness rather than a natural function. In some parts of the world, girls simply drop out of school once they start menstruating. The manufacturing process of these menstrual aids has been known to cause serious damage to the environment. The toxic byproducts of producing tampons include poisons like dioxin and furan. In fact, conventional sanitary pads can contain the equivalent of about 4 plastic bags. Synthetics and plastic restrict airflow and trap heat and dampness, potentially promoting yeast and bacteria growth in a woman's vaginal area. Conventional sanitary pads can also contain other potentially hazardous ingredients, such as odor neutralizers and fragrances. How do tampons and pads get that ultra-white clean look? Usually chlorine bleach, which can also create toxic dioxin and other disinfection byproducts. According to an EPA draft report, dioxin is a serious public health threat that has no safe level of exposure. To make matters worse, tampons create a favorable environment for bacterial growth.
Certainly there's a lot of plastic involved with pads and the issues with tampons and the history. You have to be careful with toxic shock syndrome and stuff just because of what it's made out of is kind of a nidus of bacteria that's not so good for patients.
Micro tears in the vaginal wall from tampons allow bacteria to accumulate when left too long. One infamous risk is toxic shock syndrome, or TSS, caused by poisonous toxins from bacteria. TSS is a life-threatening condition that affects women under 30 most. While any woman using tampons can get TSS, over 60% of TSS fatalities happen in women ages 15 to 24. For too long, these facts have been conveniently swept under the rug, while hundreds of millions of women suffer with no alternatives. Until now. Introducing Cherish Premium Sanitary Napkins by Inspire. Cherish pads have been designed by women for women. Notice how thin Cherish Premium Sanitary Napkins are as compared to one of the leading 8-hour pads. These 8 and 10-hour protection pads are bulky, uncomfortable, and can be embarrassing to carry around. Cherish's compact design promotes comfort and fits discreetly in your purse or backpack. Cherish Premium Sanitary Napkins feature 8 levels of comfort and protection. The first layer is beautiful soft cotton. Cotton is soft, sanitary, comfortable, and does not have to be bleached to be white. It's white naturally. Most top brands use synthetic petrochemical materials. These petrochemical materials may irritate sensitive skin and cause discomfort. Also, they do not let the skin breathe, which increases the risk of bacteria growth. They are chosen by manufacturers because of their cheaper production costs. The second layer is the all-natural negative ion strip. Negative ions are oxygen atoms charged with an extra electron. They're created in nature by the effects of water, air, and sunlight. That taste in the air and feeling you get at the beach, near a waterfall, or after a storm is your body being saturated in the benefits of negative ions. Cherish Premium Sanitary Napkins include negative ion technology, which has been proven to balance pH and hormone levels, helps protect against germs and bacteria, helps to reduce inflammation, fights against vaginal irritations and infections, and reduces unwanted odor. This Wonder Strip is also infused with FAR, infrared ray technology, that has been proven to improve your body's oxygen levels, help pH balance the body, and boost your immune system, among other things. Finally, the ion strip contains nano silver ion technology. Nano silver ions have a number of health benefits, including preventing bacteria growth. The third layer is air-laid paper that provides additional protection from unwanted leaks. The fourth layer is an amazing super absorbent and safe polymer that is up to 10 times more absorbent than conventional pads and holds more than 300 times its own weight in liquid. The average woman discharges between 15 milliliters and 50 milliliters of fluid a day during the peak of her menstrual cycle. We will pour 50 milliliters of water on the Cherish Premium Sanitary Napkin. Now we'll pour the same 50 milliliters of water on a leading pad, which is advertised to provide up to 8 hours of wetness protection. Notice how we take an ordinary paper towel and place it on the highly advertised pad. Look at how wet the paper towel is. It's virtually soaked. This is the damp, wet, uncomfortable sensation that women are frequently left with after their menstrual discharge using the products that are on the market today. Now look as we place a paper towel on top of the Cherish Premium Sanitary Napkin. Even with applying force, which we did not do with the leading brand, the paper towel is 99% dry. Dryness and comfort is what you can expect. With Cherish Premium Sanitary Napkins, you're going to love the way you feel. The fifth layer is an enhanced flow layer that has been specially designed to prevent reverse percolation. In other words, it conveniently absorbs and moves dampness away from the body. The sixth layer is an additional layer of air-laid paper to reinforce and lock in the dryness women need and desire. Take a look as we've now removed the absorbent cores of both the leading 8-hour protection pad and the Cherish Premium pad that we previously saturated with 50 milliliters of water. First, we will submerge the core of the leading pad into the cup containing the least amount of water. The majority of pads sold today use wood pulp, wood fibers, and other waste materials for their core, and then bleach it to give it an artificial, fresh-looking white appearance. Next, we'll place the core of the super absorbent polymer found in the Cherish Premium Sanitary Napkin into the cup containing at least twice as much water. Unlike the leading pad, the super absorbent polymer in the core of the Cherish Premium Sanitary Napkins is so safe that it is the same polymer used in diapers for infants. Watch how quickly the polymer absorbs all of the water. This specially formulated polymer used by the Cherish Premium pad keeps you drier and more comfortable much, much longer. Look at how the leading brand has only partially absorbed the water, while the Cherish core completely absorbs more water and in less time. We'll even pour the excess water not absorbed by the leading brand into the cup containing the Cherish core, and it quickly absorbs it all. The seventh layer is a micro-perforated, breathable bottom that promotes the flow of fresh air, limiting and preventing the growth of harmful bacteria. The eighth layer is the release paper that contains a composition specially formulated in Europe that has strong adhesion properties safe for the skin. Many manufacturers use construction-grade glue as an adhesive, again, harmful both to women and the environment.
At first I was shocked at how much information I lacked on the ingredients that the products out there have that affect our health. And then I was just amazed at the technology that the Cherish pads have. And the third part was that I only wanted to use that one. I'm a very active person. I like working out, going to the gym. I'm an entrepreneur, so I have a very diverse agenda. I need something where I can move and feel comfortable. And they're almost seamless. You can't even feel them as comfortable as they are.
My experience with the Cherish pads, it was a great experience. First of all, the size off top. I have to wear those overnight pads. So they're about this thick, and there's no being discreet with that. But with this, I can tuck it up under my arm. Nobody would ever know. I can carry the little cute clutches versus the big bags that I have to carry. As far as when I actually physically used it, those little things can go the mile. I mean, I tell you, typically I go through about 5 overnights during my heaviest part of my cycle. And on my heaviest day, I used 3 of these Cherish pads, and then on my next heaviest day, I used 2. And these are like little thin, small pads, and I'm just like, this is great. So my experience was phenomenal. Try it. You have to try it. It will change your life. And then the smell was different. It wasn't as pungent as it typically is with the other pads. And there wasn't any itching because it's actually absorbing and it's not sitting, you know, on top. And you can never go wrong with cotton. Cotton is a woman's best friend. So absolutely, my Cherish experience was absolutely amazing.
I can't imagine myself using anything other than the Cherish pads. See, after I saw the demonstration and I saw what the actual pads that I used to use were made of and the ingredients, I was like, no way. And it explained a lot of different things, like why we smell the way we do if you leave it on too long, and everything that it's made of. It's just, it wasn't good at all. Now I know that I can be comfortable in knowing that I'm a cheerleader and I'm busy all the time and I have to jump up and down and tumble. I can be comfortable and I can feel secure without feeling like I'm embarrassed or feeling like someone can see me or see anything. As a teenager in high school with your group of friends, knowing that everybody has a cycle, you have to have each other's back. If you get on yours out of nowhere during the day and they text you like, do you have a pad? You got to give it to them. You got to have their back.
When I saw the demonstration and learned about, you know, the difference between this product and other products that are on the market, and sadly that have been on the market for years and years and years, absolutely, I wanted to stand up and just yell. My background is wellness, and what I know the most important thing we can do is make just simple changes, and knowing that it was a healthier version of what we have today, that was huge. But at the end of the day, let's set aside that health component. When I saw the thickness of it, when I saw how it felt, when I was able to touch it and feel how smooth and nice it was, and I thought, how is it possible that that is going to take care of someone's daily flow? And then I saw that demonstration of putting it in the water and then comparing it to the thicker pad that you would think would do a better job. Listen, you had me at dry, okay?
Elimina el mal olor. Yo tuve experiencias digamos, de salud en el sentido, mira, la primera experiencia que tuve con la otra marca negativa fue, estando fuera del país, pues tú sabes que no es el mismo manejo que uno tiene en el aseo, y al llegar aquí vine con infección urinaria. Entonces el doctor me dijo, ¿qué pasó allá? Yo le expliqué, bueno, yo salía por la mañana y tú usabas algún protector o alguna plantilla. Sí, bueno, eso te ocasionó la infección. Ya tenía esa mala experiencia. ¿Cuántos beneficios tiene esta marca que no tiene la otra? Hace su papel la otra porque sí te recoge el exceso. En mi caso, ¿verdad?, que tengo incontinencia urinaria, y yo he venido a ver la salvación a mi proceso con este producto.
Well, I feel comfortable, I feel more secure. I don't have to go to a bathroom and change all the time, and I'm saving money. That's a big thing for me, because before I got to buy 2 packages and now I'm buying just 1, and it's perfect. Well, I'm excited now because I'm sure I'm taking care of my health and I can share this information with other women.
When I first saw the Cherish pad demonstration, I was amazed. He poured a bunch of water on a pad that we all, you know, use all the time, and came away wet. And of course, as a woman, I sat there going, yeah, okay. And when he put the water on that Cherish pad and tap and nothing, it honestly, I went, wow, that's fantastic. That's what everybody would want. You know, something that they're not going to have to change constantly. It's going to hold the liquid that they need it to. They're not going to feel like they're dirty, that they're wet, that they're uncomfortable, they get irritated. It was really very, very enlightening to kind of see that's out there.
Now We Know is a movement. It's an awareness campaign that is informing men and women, boys and girls around the world about the harmful effects of the ingredients that are sometimes placed in maxi pads and sanitary napkins and tampons from some of these high-level, highly advertised manufacturers. It's really an idea that was born from the founders of Inspire Network. We thought, you know what, there are a lot of companies in the MLM direct sales industry that have great products. But what about a mission? What about a campaign? What about a movement around the product? And that's where Now We Know came from. And one of the questions that we get oftentimes is, Mr. Iverson, if this product is so great, then why haven't the big pharmaceutical companies, why haven't they brought this to America? Well, if you understand the pharmaceutical industry, the money is not really in the curing of your disease. The money is really in the maintenance of your disease. You see, with Cherish Premium Pads, we want to keep you dry. We want to keep our women safe. And not just for right now, but for the future generations to come. Because when you know better, guess what? You can do better.
What excites me about the Now We Know campaign is, one, the product is phenomenal. Like, I want to scream from the mountaintops, like, ladies, you need to try this. This is going to save your life. It's going to change your life, give you a better quality of life. And outside of that, it's also good for your health as well. And anytime I have something good that I can share with somebody else, I mean, why not pass that information along? I got gold. It's called Cherish. Absolutely.
We now have a platform of some incredible people with a heart to go out and share this as a crusade for women. And not just the women, but the men who love them. And, you know, I already knew about some of these things. There's so much evidence out there that what we're putting on our bodies in so many different areas is so harmful. But what I love about the Now We Know campaign is I believe that the leadership of this company has a true desire and a true heart to stand up, take a stand, and just push through all the muck and say, we are going to change. Now that we know, we're going to say no. And I believe that I can align myself with a company like that, that truly their heart and passion is to help save, you know, the lives of women around the world. I believe we can do that.
It's just organic that you're going to share it, because health is the one thing that we have to be able to live, to pursue our dreams, to work. And that's something that Cherish Pads gives us. There's
a woman in your life that you know if they were exposed to the truth about these issues regarding feminine hygiene products, you would want them to know that truth. There's someone in your life that you cherish. And in keeping with our mission of being a campaign-oriented company, we have products that are going to benefit the entire family. We have a line of nutraceuticals. We even have a men's vitality line that's coming soon in the days, weeks, and months to come. You know what, guys? At the end of the day, we are Inspire. We're mission-driven people.
Hi, this is Simone Baldwin with Dances for Lives, and we're partnering with the Inspire Network. I wanted to come to you today briefly to just share with you my experience with this revolutionary product called the Cherish Pads. Not too long ago, a business opportunity was presented to me regarding this fabulous product called Cherish Pads. So I saw the video, I saw the presentation, and immediately I got it. I understood the importance of this product and what it could do for me, family, friends, and just people who I didn't even know. So I said, before I put my name on this product, I need to test it out. I want to see, you know, the promises of this product. Is it true? So what I did when it was my time of month, I took a Cherish Pad along with the brands that are found in the store. I used them simultaneously just to see and compare which one was really going to do what it's supposed to do. The pads in the store, as you know, they're bulkier. From what I found, the materials of that pad is used from or recycled trash and plastic. It's not breathable for our private and sensitive area, whereas the Cherish Pad was presented to me as being more healthier, natural, cotton, breathable, and more importantly, it has this negative ion strip that's supposed to aid in the reduction of inflammation as well as pain. So I said, let me try this out. So what I did utilize the pads, and I have to say I took it to the max. I used it for approximately 11 to 12 hours. I was super impressed. I mean, there was no comparison between the two. The Cherish pad had nothing on it. It was dry. I was like, what's going on here? And of course, the pads that you found in the stores had they were saturated. So I said, this is pretty amazing. And more importantly, there was no assumed odor that I thought there would be. So I was in. I said, okay, how can I get a hold of this? How can I put my name on it? How can I get involved? And more importantly, how can I share this information? So I just wanted to let you know my personal experience. I'm a new distributor with this organization. I'm excited what this product is going to do for women and just people around the world when they get a hold of this. I'm excited, and I want you to be excited too about this product. If you want more information, visit the links below and come aboard. And my name is Simone with Dancers for Lives, and I approve of this message.
Showtime. Damon Meadows. This is an unsanitary napkin. The reason I say it's an unsanitary napkin is first and foremost, it's open. You know, anything in the hospital, anything like that got to do with sanitation, if it's open, it's unsanitary. First thing a woman do, she throw it in her pocketbook. So therefore, when she go in her pocketbook, first thing she do is this. Because she know all types of pennies, crumbs, makeup, all that type of stuff. That's the truth. It's in a pad, right? So what we do is, we take the pad out. This is a 10-hour pad from a known brand that every woman knows what this brand is. And we're going to say Exhibit A.
Okay.
Now, what we introduced to the United States is a real sanitary napkin that's 100% sealed. 100% sealed. So now a woman can understand that this goes on your private part, that this is perfectly sanitary. So we're going to open it up. And we're the first company in the United States with this product, period. The sad part is, it's been out for over 20 years. But it's too much money in medicating people, so therefore, they ain't going to give you this. So we put this on the counter as such. So now, the average OBGYN said a woman secretes 15 to 50 milliliters a day in her menstrual flow. We're going to say feminine flow. So I got a makeup artist that's a celebrity makeup artist who made me some fake blood. The reason that I do this, because I want to simulate how serious it is. Because women want us men to understand what they go through. So I'm just being sensitive to our women. So therefore, I asked my makeup artist friend to make me some assimilation feminine flow. And he did this. So now, as you know, this is a cup. Get this measurements on there, D. I'm going to go 50 milliliters. Let's go with the max. Steve, is that all 50 on the line?
Yep, that's 50.
50. So what we're going to do, we're going to put this assimilation on the 10-hour pad. And this is a 10-hour pad, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to put that on the 10-hour pad. We're going to do the same thing with the pad that we introduced into the United States. Steve, is that 50?
That's 50.
Okay, we're going to do the same thing with the much smaller pad, correct? Much smaller. We're going to put 50 milliliters of assimilated flow on this much smaller pad on your pretty counter right here today. So now this one it got serious when I first got introduced to this product. The man that introduced me to it, name is Derek Brown. He had one of the legendary network marketers do this. His name is Demaya Crump. Mr. Crump said OBGYNs and doctors have attested that women, this right here product is fibroids, ovarian cancer, cervical cancer, miscarriages, tumors, because of the toxic that it's made from.
Stop right there.
Yes,
Looks
sir.
like this may have stopped.
No, it ain't stopped. We
It
good.
ain't stopped?
We good to go.
Okay, it says something on storage is full.
Don't worry about it. It's going to keep on going. Come around here, Steve. You should be my guest. And ladies, we getting the men. Let's take one for the team. Come over here, Steve. Let the people see. Just run your hand around this 8-hour pad. Put a little pressure on there. He a big man. Steve's a big man. That's what our women go through, Steve. Hold it up for the camera. That's what our women go through. every day, 5 to 7 times a month. Now, I want you to do the same thing with the pad that we introducing to the United States, Steve. Don't be scared. Look at yeah, put that pressure on there. Hold it up for him, Steve. Game changer.
No joke, Steve. And that's red.
Game changer, Steve.
Would have showed up.
Look at Steve like this. He like, game changer, bro. Now you got females that you love. Which one do you want them to wear?
Shayna.
You see what I'm saying? It's a game changer, man. And it's that simple. But it get a little worse. Go back around. I'm ready to show you it get a little worse. Real quick, Steve. This way it get worse at, bro. This where I got mad at when I seen the demonstration right here, Steve. When they dissected this right here and showed what this first layer is made of, that our women have been subjected to for all these years, it blew my mind, bro. This is the first layer of this unsanitary napkin. This is synthetic plastic, man. This is where the rashes come in at. Just rub that right there on your skin. Imagine if irritate that, sir. Imagine you're talking about a woman's vagina. This is why the women are being affected with rashes and stuff. Look at this, it's plastic. But then, this is their absorbency system, Steve. This ain't nothing but blue dye, man. It look pretty. Know why? Because they know the average woman gonna do her business, throw it away. Do her business, throw it away. Blue dye does not supposed to be in the bloodstream at all. But then it get worse than that, Steve. What you think this is, brother?
It's like cotton.
It's recycled trash. The same trash right here is sent through an 8-step bleaching system to appear white. They send it through a fine shredder. You see that? They send it through a fine shredder, bleach, to make sure it go through 8 steps to appear white. Because the average person think white is pure. But guess what? It's just bleached. So now you got blue dye, you got urine, you got blood, you got polyps, you got trash, ink, all types of things that's in the trash. Combined, it causes a chemical called dioxin. Dioxin is the #1 cause of cancer. This is why our women are suffering from this toxic. The average woman wears 15,000 times. She wears this 15,000 times in her life, and she wears 60,000 times a panty liner. This is why our women are suffering. But then it's going to mess you up even more. Which one of these got more water in it? We're going to get after them. This is a 10-hour pad.
And if you Google search dioxin, next to it, it says causes cancer.
Literally.
They tell you so you can't
100%. Look, we're going to give all of them. All this is a 10-hour pad, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to put it in the absorbency system and see what it do. 10 hours. I want to get all of it in there. But then we got a nerve to have our women in the trash bag, Steve. The body is 98.5 degrees. You got urine. You got dye. You got bleach. You got blue dye. This in a trash bag? You got trash in a trash bag. This is why our women use diflucan afterwards. Because now they got urinary tract infection. They got yeast infection. It's a perfect breeding ground for bacteria. They killing our women. Okay, we dissected them. I'm giving my man Steve the fast version, ladies and gentlemen. But let's dissect our pad. The cherished pad that we bring into the United States. Let's see what this pad is made of, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the first layer. Feel that, Steve. Feel that.
Like gauze.
That's what we want on our women. We want cotton on our women. This is why our ancestors didn't have these problems. They wrapped themselves with cotton back in the day. So we going back to what our ancestors wore. And guess what? It's totally dry, ain't it? Yeah. Totally dry, man. But then this was going to blow your mind. This is 100% algae strip infused with negative ions. The professors at Harvard University said negative ions are the vitamins of the air. Come from the sunlight and everything. We go to the beaches and everybody calm, or after a thunderstorm, you familiar with negative ions. That's what I need. Look, Steve said yes, sir. Yeah. Now, another thing the negative ions do, they inflammatory reducers. So we got testimonies from thousands of women that used our product that if they cramps aren't going completely, they severely decreased. No more cramps. Another thing thank you, that all the women be clapping for that one. But listen, another thing, Steve, negative ions kill bacteria. So now no more odor. All the women attest to that. No more odor. One woman said, I don't get cramps, but I detest the smell of blood. She wore our pad. She said, I don't got no more odor. We got thousands of testimonies to this product. Every panty liner we got, every day pad, every night pad, every overnight pad got a negative ion strip in it. We really helping women. There's so many medical benefits. It balances the pH. It do all that to build the immune system. He's familiar with negative ions. We got it in every pad that we have. Now, another layer that covers our absorbency system is called air lay. This air lay, it just protects our absorbency system. And guess what? We don't have our women in no trash, man. Feel how thick that one is. It's comfortable for our women. Our women, we got the most comfortable pad in the world. Everybody attests. Women's like, I don't even know I had it on. I feel like I ain't got nothing on. All of them say that. But now, you remember this one got all over water in it, right? We're going to pour our absorbency system in the water. And let's see what it do. But look, this is going to really mess you up. Look at that. You see them strips? I need you to see them 3 strips. Yeah. Look at them strips. You see it on camera? That means it breathes. We don't have our women in a trash bag. This is a trash bag. Look, compared to the trash bag, ain't no breathability in here. We got our women in a breathable bottom. And guess what? It's not a trash bag. The technology in this, if you put it over some steam, the steam will come through, but if you put some water on it, it'll capture the water. We got top-notch technology. But then check it out, Steve. How long? This is a 10-hour absorbency system. This is why our average woman got to change 6 to 8 times. 6 to 8 times a day. Because this is trash. Newspaper is not absorbent. It's not absorbent. This is trash in your trash can. But guess what? How long ours been in? You can't get a drop out of Steve. Look at Steve, get his face. Get his face, get his face right there. Steve like, hold up. I'm ready to do one better. I'm going to do one better. Turn it over. It's polymer. The same thing in baby diapers. It turns into a gel. Messed them up right there. That's right. And look, Steve. You can pour more water in it. Guess what it's going to do? Absorb. It's just going to absorb, bro. Our polymer can literally take 300 times its weight. And you ain't going to be able to get a drop. You ain't going to be able to get a drop. Our women are dry, they comfortable, and they protected from the toxic that's been killing y'all for years. So get back with the person that invited you to this Facebook Live. If it's me, I'm going to put my link up there. If it's Derek and Steve, get back with that person and save the women in your life that you love. Or if you're a woman, contact us so we can save you. You can push stop now, brother. Look, you ain't even pushing. Look, my man low tech, high check. Look, he low tech, high check. But ladies and gentlemen, we got a campaign called Now We Know that we're having Zumba classes, 5K runs. We coming to a city near you that we're literally taking this to every corner of the earth with this Now We Know campaign. I did a personal presentation for my man Steve because he's well connected and he's going to help spread this awareness. So